basically what happens when the C-Class and the E-Class share a room for the night and 9 months later, a baby is born. It's literally like driving a McLaren. Okay, maybe not. Can you imagine the Tesla Model S Plaid losing in a race? This week we're talking about the all-new Merc CLE, plus an EV that costs about the same as your fridge, but is less powerful than your grandma's washing machine, and the Porsche Taycan with not one, not two, but 3 electric motors. And stay tuned until the end for this week's funny car video of the week. My name is Mo, this is Behind the Wheel Rewind. Let's get into it. It seems like every single day a new EV is coming out. Let's take Merc for example. Every single Merc that's come out in the past 5 years has basically been the electric brother of an existing Merc model. I mean, the EQA, the EQB and the EQC are all arguably just electric, tree-hugging versions of an assortment of different Merc GLs. The EQE is just an electric version of the E-Class, and the EQS is just an electric version of the S-Class. But now we have an all-new combustion engine Merc. That's pretty radical. It's called the CLE, and it's basically what happens when the C-Class and the E-Class share a room for the night and 9 months later, a baby is born. And a bit like the baby Jesus, this is rather a miracle. At a time when every single car maker is rushing to electrify their lineup, for Merc to come out with a new car is, well, kind of refreshing. But don't be fooled into thinking that this is the start of a trend. This will most likely be one of the last ICE Mercs to come out. But is it really a new car? Like, really? Or is it just 2 existing cars rolled into one nice little German Donnerkebab? Well, there's no doubt it's not exactly different looking to the rest of the Merc range. Even the interior has been stolen from the C-Class. Apart from this, see, the CLE undoubtedly has a high-tech interior. Surprisingly, you do actually get a lot without having to pay for extras. Not only do indicators, seat belt and a steering wheel come as standard, amazing, you do also get 2 screens. One of which is this, a 12-inch screen that is very slightly angled at the driver, which you can use for TikTok, streaming videos, and even playing Angry Birds whilst using the car's 5G connectivity. Do you remember playing Angry Birds? Set to rival the BMW 4 Series and the Audi A5, I think this car is probably more suited to the classy gentlemen. You know, the ones who wear their Ralph Lauren jumpers around their necks as they stroll through the golf course. Think Carlton from Fresh Prince. I mean, the car has 9 gears for goodness sake. Served up in 3 variants, a 2-litre petrol, a 2-litre diesel and a 3-litre straight 6, the car will get you from 0 to 60 in about 6 or 7 seconds. Expect the AMG version in about 18 months time that will do that in way less time. Prices start from £45,000 and you can order yours now. Now let's go on to a car that's powered by your mum's washing machine. This is the Arc Zero, made by a British company and marketed as the UK's most affordable EV. Deliveries began last week and the car arrives in a box about the size of an Amazon parcel. Okay, just kidding. But it is a very small car, weighing at about 500 kilos and measuring at the length of just 98 inches. To put that into perspective, a VW Golf is 165 inches. That's almost half. But why would you actually use a car like this? I mean, it's so small, can carry only 2 people, has a 50-mile range and has a top speed of 28 miles per hour. So the Arc Zero is really made for those living in dense urban cities like London and, well, the whole of India. So it's really about being able to park in tight spaces, doing short distance runs at a fraction of the cost. I mean, a full charge will cost you, I kid you not, £1. Set to rival the Citroën Ami. The car does come with some cool kit for something that costs just £6,000. A sunroof, reversing camera. I'm not exactly sure why you would need a reversing camera. I mean, the car would literally be knocked over by a stationary bicycle. But it comes with all that, plus LED lights, an infotainment screen, and Bluetooth. Oh, and the steering wheel is in the middle. It's literally like driving a McLaren. Okay, maybe not. But the London-based company does have high aspirations and launch an autonomous ride-hailing service in the future. And finally, can you imagine the Tesla Model S Plaid losing in a race? Well, you might not need to imagine anymore because images have surfaced of the Porsche Taycan that will be released very soon with not one, not two, but 3 electric motors. The current Porsche Taycan Turbo S, Tesla Model S Plaid alongside the Lucid Air are amongst the fastest EVs on the road right now with 0 to 60 times in the 3-second mark. But now Porsche are upping their game with this, the Porsche, drumroll please Dylan, well, we actually haven't got a name for this car yet, but these spy shots are not camouflage, so we can see some of the new stuff, including an aggressive front splitter, rear wing, and diffuser to keep that car on the road for extra downforce. On the inside, expect a triple display infotainment setup. One for the instrument panel, one is a 10.9-inch central screen, and one is a portrait-oriented climate control screen, plus a new set of alloy wheels to really distinguish this car from its old assembly. How much will it cost? No details have been released just yet, but it's safe to say it will cost way more than the current Porsche Taycan Turbo S, which currently commands a hefty £150,000 price tag. But could it actually beat the Model S Plaid? That we shall see. Now onto this week's funny car video of the week. Dylan, play the video.
Oh my god, it's getting really tight. I don't know how you're going to get out of that space. And then, yeah, because you can't park on the pedestrian crossing, so we all got to stop.
And that is it for this week's show. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe and bell button to stay up to date on all the latest car news. Until then, my name is Mo, and this is Behind the Wheel Rewind.